Hi, it's Laura at the Charleston Holistic Center, and today I want to talk to you about why I include shamanic techniques in pretty much everything that I do when I work with people. So, here's why. Because they work. I could end it here, but I won't. Let's elaborate. So, let's say you have a past life trauma that's bleeding over into this life and making all kinds of mess. You could go to therapy for years. You could see an energy person. You could work on all of that. And the whole time it's bleeding over, making a mess. You could see a skilled hypnotherapist, one who is also skilled in trauma therapy, and do a past life regression where you go back and you get to experience the whole thing like you're there. Now, if they're a super skilled hypnotherapist, they can have you put it up on a movie screen and tell you it's okay. It's not okay. They need to be a skilled trauma therapist too, because you're going to come back having just experienced the trauma. Now, as a shaman, I do a past life retrieval where I go back, I work on this stuff, energetically clean it up, and then come back and tell you some about it. Not enough to make you traumatized. By the way, this screen, if you think it's doing something weird with the color, it is. If I bring my hand closer to the screen and farther away, it changes the color. I don't know what's going on. Who knows? Things have been really weird with energy today, so who knows? But past lives aren't the only thing. What if you've had trauma in this life right now? When you were a kid, when you were a teen, when you were in your 20s, when you were in your 30s, when you were in your 40s, when you were in your 50s, I don't know, whenever. 60s, 70s, I don't know. You can spend decades with a therapist talking about it. It's not going to help a lot. You can do desensitization training where you progressively work up to the thing that traumatized you by repeating it over and over and over again until you don't react anymore. Sounds like fun. You can do EMDR in the hands of a skilled EMDR practitioner. Awesome. Absolutely miracle. Notice I said skilled. You have to find someone who actually will sit there and work with you and work through this stuff. Not someone who attaches you to a machine and then goes off and works with another patient and gets to bill two different clients for the same hour. Okay. So you find someone who'll sit there and work with you. Try getting in with them for in the next year. Most of them are book solid because there's so much. And it's a lot to work with. My husband does it. He's book solid. Okay, but even EMDR only does the brain stuff. What about the soul stuff? Ooh, yeah. Soul retrieval. Okay, so you're like, no, I haven't had trauma, but I'm sensitive. Okay, how about energetic intrusions? Do you know what those are? Do you know how to identify them? Can you find them? Do you know how to extract them? Shaman techniques. Okay, you say, I'm not sensitive. What, do you have any narcissists in your life ever? Have anybody you had intimate relations with that it ended poorly? There's a good chance you have an attachment. And sure, there's people all over the place who will cut cords for you. And you can cut them all day long and into the next decade. And you'll have to, because unless you do it correctly, they just reattach. And then that person keeps yanking your energy and then pulling everything from you. You gotta know what you're doing. You gotta do it correctly. Shamanic techniques. This is why I use them. Because if you want to have a better future, you gotta fix the past. Because the past is yanking you about. I don't care whether it's a past life, an early childhood trauma, a teen trauma, something that happened in college, you're just too sensitive, or what it is. It's yanking you around and you can't focus on making that better future. So we use the shamanic techniques to fix the past so that you can focus on now to create that future. That's what we do. Just saying. Thank you and namaste.